At the end of 9 days, they transported me from Baylor Scott and White to Reunion Rehabilitation Hospital of Plano. I got to Reunion the evening of January 26th. They put me in an isolation room immediately because of the COVID. Now, this first evening was very creepy. Monique and I were all alone in this room. I didn't see other people as we were transported into Reunion. They wheeled me into this hospital room, dropped me off, and left me. I felt like I was trapped alone in a scene from the Andromeda Strain, sequestered in this isolation room with no medical staff, no other patients for hours. No food, no medicine, no wallet or car keys to escape. I didn't know how, but somehow I got the idea that there were many of us in this isolation area. I started to think there had been some kind of viral outbreak or chemical attack, and the sick people were being quarantined in this facility. Like I say, it was crazy. Maybe the panic and paranoia had not totally gone away just yet. You think? I was not consistently in a stable state of mind for a few more days. I later learned that one night I left my room and wandered into another patient's room, sat down and started talking in the middle of the night. Nurses had to come and get me. I have no recollection of this. Finally, around 11 p.m. that first night, the medical staff started showing up to talk to me. Things seemed a little less surreal, more normal than they did before. I was still isolated at first because of COVID, but it became very much like a typical hospital environment to me. Ultimately, I could even stand in my room's doorway and see other people in the hallway. That helped. I stayed at the rehab center for 7 days. I did physical therapy as I continued to convalesce, going up and down stairs, checking eye and hand coordination, testing gross and fine motor skills. They tested my memory, speech, and mental acuity as well. It was pretty comprehensive. Fortunately, the physical therapists were great to work with, and the nurses were pretty much terrific. It turned out the PT I needed was more for strength than it was for restoring capabilities. Outside of some short-term memory loss, I was deemed to be functional, albeit a bit weak, by the time I was released after 7 days.